Two geeks.
It's two geeks. It's one mic. It's time for a drink. I'm gonna have a drink while we record. Do you mind, Eamon?
No, I don't know.
If I drink, do you drink? You mind if I do?
Vodka.
Yes, we're starting with the Titos. Un Tito con Chito. Because I love Cheetos as well.
Very acceptable.
And then we're going to have some Old Smoky Cherry Shine, which comes with some bonuses. Normally, having a floater in the glass is a bad thing, but not in this case. I love it. Some nice floaties while we play this game. The game I call, did I pour in too much? I don't know.
Possibly.
This is also coming in the Yub Nub Star Wars cup. I'm excited for that. Because I've heard that when you drink things, and then we're topping it out with the Mountain Dew. I've heard that when you drink things out of the Yub Nub, it just tastes better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You think I would have poured this up before the shot, but no, I'm going to do this on camera so y'all know that I'm going in full strength, full steam ahead. Damn those torpedoes.
Properly lubricated.
Give it a mix. Make sure there's not anything sticky. Call it a day. Num, 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 num. Okay. Hey, Eamon. Let me ask you a question. Do you like going to conventions?
Every once in a while. You gotta be careful though which convention you go to, because some of them are not family friendly.
Okay, for the sake of tonight's episode, let's refer to the conventions that are by and large family friendly. I mean, I know we have friends that attend.
I have not had a huge experience with conventions. I have been to very few. I do have experience working one though as security, and that was.
Oh yeah, what security? What event? What con? What convention?
VidCon in California, Anaheim.
And when you were working security at VidCon, did you know that one day you yourself would be a YouTuber?
No, definitely
not. You hadn't let your geek flag fly that high yet.
Not that high, but eventually we will go to VidCon as creators.
You're out and proud now.
Something like that.
Ooh, that's lovely. I like it. Okay. The reason I want to bring up conventions is because, well, first and foremost, we went to JordanCon. JordanCon in Atlanta was Two Geeks, One Mic first live appearance in 5 or 6 years.
Yep.
The show had been on hiatus. We hadn't been doing anything, and that was our first live appearance in nearly half a decade. As the Geek, yeah. Congratulations, breaking back into that. Thank you for helping me break that barrier. You're my boy. But we've got other conventions coming up now. Next weekend, I'm going to WattCon, which is another Wheel of Time themed convention. And then here in Utah, we have it seems like we have a myriad of conventions.
There is a large gaming convention.
We've got
I think we can count the Dead Wars as technically a convention. I think you can count that.
I mean, it's an annual thing.
It's an event.
I don't know that I'd call it a convention, though.
Yeah.
I think I'd call it like a store event, right?
Light event.
Because like a convention, you think of a convention, there's usually like vendors, there's usually like, panels or events.
Yeah.
Celebrity meet and greets kind of a thing. I do have to say, I like where you're going with the Dead Wars, though. I just don't know. I think I'd call it more of an event than a convention.
I get you. That makes sense.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, it did have vendors. It did have some celebrity presences of the.
Oh, did they have vendors?
Well, they had their shop, and then they had several other
Oh shit!
groups
Okay.
and stuff. Yeah,
I stand corrected, sir. By my
we'll call
own.
it. We'll call it a mini convention.
A mini con. Mini con.
Mini con. We can do mini con. Mini con.
But in Utah we've got SaltCon, right? Which a lot of people are familiar with. That's like a gaming con, but not necessarily like electronic gaming. A lot of like board games, tabletop games. They do like a lot of RPG. They'll have like D&D games running. They'll go there. That's a super fun con. There's like 18 anime bonsais a year. And then, of course, there's the big one, the famous one, FanX, which used to be Salt Lake Comic Con. Now it is FanX for the fan experience,
Right.
which I don't know. You have never attended FanX, correct?
Never been there.
Because you moved to Utah. You've been in Utah a couple years now, but we haven't gone. Yeah. No. And this year we're so going. I think we have to go, right?
Yes. I think we definitely should. 100%.
I'm getting word from our production team that yes, we have to go.
That makes sense. We'll follow there. The ghost talking.
Okay. You might already have a cosplay picked out for you as well.
Oh, really? Do I?
Yeah. I'm just saying. You're you know.
I'm stuck.
It's a good one.
Hey, I'll take it. We got 3 days to do.
Actually, this one you will love.
Oh, will I?
Because it fits right into your Texas country persona. Like you're already halfway there. We just need to cut off your nose and age you a couple hundred years.
You know? Oh, is that where we're going? I see where you're laying that down. Actually, was he going to be?
No, but so FanX is coming up. We got to go to FanX. We got to give away merch at FanX.
Yes.
Like you know, we got to give away merch at FanX. We got to record at FanX. Like we got to do all the things at FanX in Salt Lake City in September. So we got some time.
Yep.
Right. We got a couple months to plan this out. Have you ever been to a con? Like other than Jordan Con? Like have you been or other than the ones that we've attended in the past little bit, had you gone to one before that? Because I know we were both teenagers in Amarillo, and I know Amarillo had a convention.
Well, not while I was there. It wasn't even started.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'd never been to Amarillo.
That happened. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, no, honestly, besides working one in California when I did that, never been to a con.
Huh.
Like one of the major big ones. Fundamentally of like nerdy things where they've got vendors and fun stuff.
Sure.
I wouldn't consider them cons. Ren fairs and shit like that. But no, I'm excited. I want to.
What would be something? What's something that you think you'd be excited about at a con? Like what like okay, so FanX, right? They've got the celebrity meet and greets, right? You get to go in and take your picture, get your picture taken with you know, a different celebrity or something like
Wherever
that.
The celebrity, yeah.
Or do you think you would be happy with more like a vendor type situation, like looking at kind of merch stuff that they have, or do you think you'd like be more like an artist? Like, where do you think vendors. Like your favorite piece would be?
Actually, scratch that. I've been to several tattoo conventions, so I can say.
Oh, there you go.
Those do work. Yes. Actually, the last one I went and got tattooed at the convention. It was fun. Why not?
Hell yeah.
So no, I love vendors. I think everybody coming out with their talent of like the different art they're doing or things that I actually picked this up at that last tattoo convention too.
Ooh, that's just fancy.
Stolen a premier. And yeah, I've got lots of merch from different conventions all over the place. So the merch is always cool. Meeting celebrities, like I think it's awesome and fun, but it's not the main reason I think I would ever go.
Not even if they had like, because like Fan X has a pretty good lineup this year.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at their lineup right now. Here,
oh, are you? I was
looking at Fan X. I was like, who is actually going to be there?
There was one of the guys that I'm most excited about is for anybody who's following the One Piece, the live action One Piece. The guy who plays Dracula Mihawk is going to be there.
Oh yeah,
I'm actually pretty damn excited about that.
Well, you've got all 4 hobbits are going to be there.
Yes, the hobbits are going to be there.
The hobbits are coming. LeVar Burton, who actually shows up to a lot of conventions.
Yep, LeVar Burton. I'm looking Matthew Lillard right there. I'm super excited about that.
That one actually we might need to try to figure out when and how, because I know Kelly, my wife, would love to meet Matthew.
Do you know what's funny about that too is like you say Matthew Lillard and so many people are like, oh yeah, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. And I'm like, no, serial killer.
From Scream.
No, from Hackers.
All right, no. Oh yeah, he was in Hackers.
He was also in SLC Punk. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
let's go. What?
He's done a lot. Okay,
but he's done a lot.
Huge, like, you know, he's in his own D&D campaign right now as well.
What? Oh, I didn't know that. I know he had the whiskeys.
He's a huge D&D nerd.
Jason Isaacs is going to be there. Draco's father.
Robert Patrick would probably be one I want to meet.
Robert Patrick would be fun too. Did you hear the story about?
Didn't know that.
Did you hear the story when he was playing the T-1000? Like, he's trained as a professional. Steve-O. He's trained as a professional runner, and he was actually catching young John Connor on his motorcycle, and so he had to actually slow down his run.
That makes sense.
Let's see who else we got here. There's a lot of people that are like not as well known, but still pretty.
Robert
awesome.
Patrick would be a big one.
Was that Jonathan Frakes I saw?
The original C-3PO. Yeah, Jonathan Frakes. Riker.
Command number 1. I had wine with him one year.
The lesser known Scott Stewart, if you know where he's from. The famous kid who got his tongue stuck to a pole in A Christmas Story.
That's right. That's right. So, okay, so looking through all these, like you said you had a couple that you were wanting to see.
Yeah, if we could work it. Oh, there he is. Stephen John Ward. Is that the One Piece guy?
That's the One Piece guy.
Okay.
He's Dracula Mihawk, the world's greatest swordsman, the world's strongest swordsman. And Zoro wants to beat him. That's Zoro's ambition in life.
Well, there you go. You got to have ambition.
You do. You got to have ambitions. It's true. Jess Harnell, he comes quite frequently as well, and he plays lots of different like cartoon voices.
Oh yeah,
he's going to be
one of the original Animaniacs.
He's a lot of fun.
Philip Lamar, he's a big voice actor.
Yep.
Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack is my boy. Rick and Morty.
Naruto. Who was he in Naruto?
Johnny Young Bosch, one of the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It says Naruto on his record too. I'm wondering who.
Oh, who is he in Naruto?
I don't know.
That's cray.
Vosh the Stampede. Oh.
Vosh the Stamp. The new one or the old one? Probably the new one.
It says in Trigun. It just says in Trigun.
Yeah, I was not a fan of the new Trigun.
I don't know if he's the new one. He's probably not. Maybe.
I liked the old one. Don't hate. Just recognize that I have a preference when it comes to anime.
Hey, they should have kept going with Vosh. I don't know why they didn't.
Well, it's because the new one was terrible.
Well, I mean, the old one.
That's how these things work. When nobody watches it, it is then terrible, and you stop making them, or you throw away your money. Like either way, whatever.
Deborah Wild from Baldur's Gate. That would be.
Ooh.
And then the artist, the authors at the bottom.
Hell yeah. I'm super stoked. Okay, go to the badges. Go to the badges. Look at the badges. You're going to love this.
Badges?
We don't need no stinking badges. Also, I can see up your nose.
Yeah. Which one are the where are they at?
I don't know. Tickets.
Whoop. Tickets.
So if you're going to FanX and you see us there, okay, yeah, we got 3 passes, right? We got a multi-pass.
The Ruby Pass and the VIP
and the Vizzle Izzle Pizzle. Yes. I want the VIP pass just because I'm a bougie bitch and I love getting the VIP pass. I love getting the swag bag and I love getting the shirt and I love the badge. This is VIP. It makes me feel special about myself. However, I don't know that I'm going to be able to justify $340.
It's for the cause of geeks.
We'll see. I'm gonna save up my allowance. We shall see. But look at the different
perks.
Perks, yeah. Read those off real quick, just so we can get an idea of
so for the multi-pass, you got the 3-day general admission, a multi-pass wristband, general admission to the vendor floor, access to all free panel programming, and then general admission seating in the Grand Ballroom. With the Ruby Pass, it looks like you get the exclusive Ruby badge, early vendor floor access, which could be fun. Exclusive show fanny pack.
What?
You need a fanny pack.
You do. You need a good one.
Exclusive collectible enamel pin, 15% merch discount at the FanX merch table, and one $10 photo op voucher.
Oh, a $10 photo op voucher? That ought to buy you like 5% of a single photo op.
Right.
Uh-oh.
The VIP badge. They're early vendor floor access, exclusive VIP badge, access to all free panels, the exclusive VIP t-shirt.
See, I'm down with the VIP t-shirt. I love that shit.
Priority in panel lotteries, VIP panel seating reservations, 25% merch discount, 5 $10 photo op vouchers, a celebrity photo op 24-hour purchase guarantee, a specially ticketed event 24-hour purchase guarantee, after party discount.
After party discount?
Yeah, after party discount.
Why don't you just get into the after? Like, what?
Seating in the VIP only section of the Grand Ballroom. Unlimited access to VIP autograph lines, photo op lines, panel lines, and registration lines.
Man. VIP.
Whatever.
That upsets me. I want to go to the after party. I guess you could still go. You don't need the VIP pass. You just pay extra for it, I guess.
Yeah. You can't just do the multi-pass. Oh, the after party? Yeah, you just got to pay the full price.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's the after party? You know what I should probably be doing? I should probably be doing this on my phone and being like, hey, let's follow along here together. Together. What is it? Fanx.com?
Yep.
All right. Which is funny because it looks like thanks. Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, let's do this. Merch store, floor maps, convention hours, event schedule, registration.
I don't even see after party.
Yeah, I don't even see after party either. Should we get a hotel room and throw our own?
That was the other question. Hey. I mean, we're going to be down there for 3 days. Might as well instead of driving back and forth every day.
And then I could partake in beverages.
True. At least both of us could, yeah. So yeah, that is Fan X. We will be attending that at least one of the days.
Oh,
even
yeah,
if we can't do all three, we'll
have
go.
to go. And we're going to be doing cosplays, and we're going to be having fun with it. Yeah. It's going to be great.
Good time. But you're going to WhatCon, which is your Wheel of Time.
Oh, WhatCon. Yeah, no, that's going to be
WhatCon.
That's coming up in not this weekend, but the following weekend. That's in Columbus, Ohio. So it's out of reach for most of our local Utah folks. Even though I know a bunch of Utah folks that are going. And that's going to be, so that's more Wheel of Time centric though, right? Like if you go, right. If you know about the Wheel of Time, if you've read the book series, or if you've even seen the show, like it doesn't matter. Like WhatCon is very specifically Wheel of Time. Like even Jordan Con was founded as a Wheel of Time convention, but it is branched out largely into, I mean, last year or this last time when we went, we ran into a number of people that were like, oh yeah, I've not even read the Wheel of Time. And it was just like,
why are you here?
And it was like, it's a book con. Okay, yeah, I get it. It's a book con. I get it. But like specifically Jordan Con for Robert Jordan. So it's one of the, like, okay, that's cool, I guess. Like, and you know, you got to do what you got to do as a convention to survive. So like, I'm not throwing shade. You know, I think it's cool. We still had a great time. We still had a lot of fun, and we actually got some author perspectives that were kind of unique. So that was a lot of fun too. And Guy Roberts from the TV show was at Jordan Con, and he's going to be at WhatCon, and that's going to be exciting as well. I am looking forward to that. But with celebrity, oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, conventions everywhere. Like, if you have conventions you know about that you think we should go.
Oh, that's right. We should.
Let's start looking at it.
Well, I mean, you've got people nowadays who actually just make a living putting together different cosplays and going to conventions. Like, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they can. Yeah,
I mean, conventions have become extremely specifically like geek and nerd conventions have become increasingly popular in the last couple decades, I guess, in the last decade or two. And one of the things that I absolutely love about going to these conventions is, for me, it's the energy, right? I love going there, and I love walking into a room feeling that sort of that welcome, right? You walk in and it's like, I'm surrounded by a whole bunch of geeks who love the same things that I love.
For sure. Well, it's like Jordan Con. I walked in. First time I've ever been to Jordan Con. I was not a huge Wheel of Time person either. I haven't read the books, but I've watched the whole TV series, which was my gag the whole time, which was fun. And just the welcomingness of everybody there, even though they're like, oh, whatever, doesn't matter. Let's just have a good time. That's the whole point of these conventions. Have a good time.
Yeah. Well,
it's an unfortunate part of the community that doesn't want to have a good time anymore at these, and I think that's sad.
Yeah, it's also nice, I think, to be able to get involved in, and I mean, I know I say this as a YouTuber, like, I'm not trying to like be too on the nose with this, but I also like it for networking, right? I've met some really fun 100%. People at conventions. Specifically with Jordan Con, there are people I've met that I only get to see them at Jordan Con, and I consider them some of my goodest friends.
Goodest friends.
Some of my goodest friends. I've met some real fun people at Fan X as well. I've been out of the circuit for a few years, so I'm sure none of them probably remember me. But I do have a couple people on Facebook that we bonded over, you know, a couple different things in line. And it was a lot of fun. I was being able to maintain a friendship with that family. It was really cool. It's a friendship that wouldn't have happened without like Fan X. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of fun there. There's a lot of really cool things outside of, I mean, even if you just bought a ticket and walked around, you could still have a great time.
Oh, yeah. Well, even like Jordan Con, there's couch conners. They don't even go into the convention itself.
Yep.
They hang out in the lobby of the hotel the whole time.
Yep. 3 years ago, the first time I ever went to Jordan Con, we had, it was their, what they refer to as their COVID Con. And they had it in like June. It was like out of cycle. It was out of sync, right? And the big thing was they were like, okay, we're gonna social distance the panel rooms, and we're going to live stream the panels so that you can just stream them from your laptop, you know. And that was their kind of way of being like, hey, we get it, COVID's serious, let's not mess with it. And then you had these CouchCon people that would just sit out on the couch live streaming all the panels from their laptops. And it was actually really cool. It was a lot of fun. But having said that, JordanCon and FanX are two extremely different cons. And I haven't gone yet. And I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of intimidated by it, if I'm being honest. But there's also DragonCon in Atlanta. And apparently Dragon Comic Con, where it like takes up several city blocks. Like it's not just check into your room and go down to the convention center and have a great time. No, it's a straight up like 4 or 5 different buildings. Which FanX, yeah, it is. It's a block party. FanX kind of did do that when Mark Hamill came, though. There is the Delta Center, which is like right across the street from the Salt Palace where they hold these conventions.
Yeah.
And they had the Delta Center rented out for Mark Hamill's panel. Wow. And I got to attend that. That was really cool.
And there's so many more that I know about that I want. Star Wars Con in California.
Oh, the celebration, yes.
Yeah. Always wanted to go to that. There is a horror con that's run the guy who plays Michael shows up to it every year.
Oh yeah,
friends with the creator.
Oh yeah, hell yeah,
Michael Myers. So that's one that Kelly really wants to go to. Like there's horror conventions, so we've been looking at. Like you can literally go anywhere and you'll find a convention somewhere, right?
There was one in southern Utah for a while. Utah, was it the Expo Center? And it was like a spooky con or something like that.
That sounds fun.
And it was here in Utah though.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if they still have it. I'm looking on the calendar right now because if they still have it, we should definitely go to that one too. Because I went to that one and there was a lot of like Harry Potter stuff there.
Ooh.
I'm not seeing it. It might have been.
Not really a convention, but they're...
No, is it Oddities and Curiosities?
No, Oddities and Curiosity Expo is a lot of it's fun, but it's all merch, it's all vendors, and it's weird.
There's
stuff,
Nordic
like
Fest,
weird taxidermy and stuff. Yeah,
Nordic Fest would be fun.
I got invited to Viking Fest in California, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to go. So that sounds fun.
Yeah, the Utah Snowmobile Show. There are so many freaking cons. Holy crap.
You can find a con for anything these days.
Utah Transportation Conference.
I think it's awesome. You can find a con for literally whatever your niche is.
They're also booked way out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look in our, because we covered it. I'm going to go look in our library here and go look for that. Let's see. I'm going to have to go way back in time, which you can't do because it takes forever.
If I could turn back time.
If I could find a way.
A very, very smaller known con, but the Black Tower has a con, don't you?
Oh, shit. It's true. We do. We do have our own con.
Gathering of madness.
It is teeny, teeny, tiny.
Yeah. But it's fun. It's just people who love whatever you love getting together.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I guess we didn't cover it. I thought we did. Maybe, you know what? I think we did cover it, but the footage got lost because we went on hiatus instead.
That does happen.
But no, but there are a number of there's a number of anime cons here in Utah as well.
Yeah.
Which I keep meaning to look at those. You know, I guess that's probably one of the biggest challenges is I guess you just have to find a list or like find a calendar for each of the convention centers, right?
Yeah, honestly.
Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we find a convention center, like all the convention centers that we can attend locally, which are, you know, there's only like 3 or 4 of them that are like big enough to host some of these events. Fan X always happens at the Salt Palace.
Right.
In Salt Lake, in downtown Salt Lake City, which is a pretty cool place. Anime Bonsai, I think, happens in Layton. SaltCon happens in Layton. Southtown Expo Center hosts a bunch of different ones. Like I said, we'll look through. You know what? If you're live in Utah and you know of a convention that's super fun, like leave a comment below and we'll go and we'll cover it and we'll hang out at it and see what's what and make a show with it. Because one of my favorite things to do is to go to the conventions and record live, like on the floor, like out of the way somewhere. So that we're not bothering anybody. But I like to record.
Well,
live.
A lot of the conventions nowadays, if you can get a media pass or something like that, they have a space for people to film their content.
Yes.
Because they know that's going to boost their numbers just as much as it boosts ours.
I wonder if you know what? I'm going to email FanX.
See about their media pass?
See about media passes. If you think we should have media passes at FanX, like email them and be like, yo, 2 Geeks, 1 Mic. These guys are awesome.
It definitely should be media pass worthy.
It'd be great. Oh, we haven't talked about Dragonsteel. Dragonsteel is the Brandon Sanderson convention here in Utah. Ooh. Super cool.
Oh, yeah.
I went to that not this last year, but in 2022, I think it was. And that was super fun. Obviously, it's another, book-centric convention. They had all kinds of fun things, though. They had super fun different panels, different activities. It was very family friend. Good. I can't talk today. It had a lot of different activities. It was a lot of fun. And of course, and then the whole night ended with Brandon Sanderson announcing like new books that he had done and doing like a Q&A. And a lot of it went over my head because I'm not terribly familiar with Brandon Sanderson's library. I'm working on it. Don't at me.
It is a big library to go through.
It's a huge library. And when oh my God. I will say this. I've read the Mistborn books. I love them. I absolutely love the Mistborn books. Both eras are amazing. I love them. I have plans to do a cosplay from the Mistborn second era. So look for that. But no, he did a big Q&A and it was really cool to see because it was like, people would ask him questions about the different mechanics of his magic. Some of them were absolutely ridiculous. And he would laugh at them and be like, I see where you're going with this. And yes, you could do that. And I was just like, I there's something to me that I love about an author who's not afraid to like shy away from their work, who's not afraid to be like, no, there's absolutely ridiculous applications of this magic. Like, why would there not be? Like, like you're telling me that like in Harry Potter, they don't be like, oh shit, I really have to pee. There's not a bathroom. Uranus minimus and like make their pee go away. Like, come on. Tell me that doesn't exist. I'll call you a liar. And I'd be right. Right. What author was it? There was an author that was like, don't be afraid to use your magical mechanics in the bedroom or in ridiculous situations in your books, because people are ridiculous. And if we had magic, we would 100% be doing ridiculous things with the magic. Like,
we would do stupid shit. You know it.
Oh my God. So is there a con that you've wanted to go to that we haven't been able to go to yet?
I said Star Wars is one.
The Star Wars Celebration. Which I also very much want to go to.
I'd like to hit as many Comic-Cons as we can because they're everywhere. And
yeah.
Why not?
There's one in Denver that's pretty big too. Like, we should go to that one.
Denver Con, LA Con. Pretty sure there's a Boston Con, Orlando Con. There's a bunch. Like every major city, I think now has.
Yeah, it's the popular thing to do nowadays, man.
Anime conventions.
Lots of anime.
Anime Midwest Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. October 18th to the 20th. Anime Bonanza in Layton.
What is that? October 18th through the 20th?
Yeah. The Anime Bonanza in Layton, Utah. Utah's premier anime convention.
Ooh. I'm putting that on the calendar right now.
Put that on the calendar. Yeah, we should definitely go to that.
I love that we were like, let's have an episode where really all we're doing is just planning out our convention season for the next year.
Well, it's so everybody watching can plan theirs and join it.
Come hang out with us. Oh, those prices are much better.
Right.
I get a VIP pass for that. What comes with the VIP there?
Pre-range benefits include a limited edition T-shirt, extra swag, exclusive VIP collector's badge, and early entrance into the sales area.
Hell yeah! Early entrance. That's what I'm all about.
Always.
That way you don't have to worry about shit getting picked over before you get in there.
Right.
Press. What's your favorite anime? What should we dress as at Anime Con?
It's a tie probably between like Vash and Death Note.
Ooh, Death Note's one I've not seen all the way through.
You never watched it all the way through?
I never finished it. I did watch it. I started it, and it was great. Yeah. And I don't know what happened, but I lost it. And
I should probably rewatch it.
Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we can host a rewatch party for that one.
For Death Note, that'd be fun. At least get it started. Yeah, Anime Bonanza. Didn't know that existed. What else? Ah.
Well, we do have some sweet leather armor cosplay that we built specifically for convention.
We need to build that out to our full leather.
Yeah, we do. We also need to do the Jedi belts so that we can have our Jedi cosplays ready to roll.
Yep. We got to get that going.
Let's see. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to go back to FanX really quick, just because I think that's the one we're kind of focused in on right now. I want to go back.
That's probably going to be our next. This is probably going to be the Geeks' next major con. Yeah, it'll be FanX.
Well, wait, hold up. The anime one is before that. Let's look at the scheduling for anime. For Anime Banzai. Guests. Who's coming? Oh, God. The voice actor for Mihawk is going to be there.
Ooh.
Dude, we can get 2 Mihawks in a single year. I want it.
I mean, you have to.
We've got some fun cosplay people that are going to be there. That's awesome. Ooh, Kenshin Taiko performance cast. They do the drums.
Yeah.
The Japanese drums. They're going to do that. That's cool. All right, let's go. Hold on. Where is the schedule? There it is. Found it. Haha. I'm smart. I'm really, really smart. Okay, the schedule's not out yet. Apparently, we're too quick.
Way too. What has been your all-time favorite panel you've ever
seen? It has to have been Mark Hamill, like 100%. Yeah. Interesting. I've just never been to a panel that big before. We walked into the Delta Center. That place was, I wouldn't say it was packed, right? It's not like, every seat was full or not. But the fact that it was so full that they needed the Delta Center that none of the panel rooms would work.
Yeah.
It, to me, said it was just really, really cool. And he walked in and he was fun. He was happy to be there. He was flattered. He was, just real exciting. He had real good energy. It was really, really cool to get a chance to attend that panel. Probably my favorite memory going to Comic-Con was the absolute best. So I was at FanX one year. We were finishing out the evening. We were super tired. We went to a restaurant that was right across the street, and it looked kind of fancy, kind of posh. So we walked in there. We ordered some food. We were hanging out. We were letting our feet, scream at us, and eating and drinking, having a great time. And then, like, all of a sudden, Nathan Fillion walks in behind us, and we were like, and it was Nathan Fillion, and he was with a lady, and he was also with Denise Crosby, and we were like, oh shit, this is so cool. And which, if you don't know who Denise Crosby is, she's Tasha Yar from Star Trek: The Next Generation. Yeah. And they come in, they get this private room. Well, next thing you know, Marina Sirtis comes in, Michael Dorn comes in, Brent Spiner, Jonathan Frakes, and they all just walk in and go straight back to this private room. And we're like in the same room as the Star Trek bridge crew and Nathan freaking Fillion. And so we had this idea. We're like, let's send, a bottle of wine back there and be like, hey, this is awesome. The waiters were on top of it in a flash. They were like, we love this idea. This is so great. And they were working with us to make it happen. They were like, according to Utah law, we can't sell you a bottle, but we can like bend the rules and sell you 4 glasses. And I was like, I will happily buy 4 glasses. Now I ended up buying like a bottle of wine for like twice the cost of what an actual bottle of wine costs, but it was worth it.
Right.
And then we were like, hey, it was a dessert wine, so send it back with their dessert. We don't want to invade their space. We realize they've had fans poking and prodding at them all day. Like, Let's just not worry about this. We just want to send the bottle back with like a thank you card. And so we sent the bottle back with a thank you card. And we were like, hell yeah, we just did a good thing. Let's get out. And as we were getting up, the waiter who was handling their table came back out, grabbed our waiter, and stopped us from leaving. And they were like, they want to meet you and they want to say thank you. And we were like, oh shit. So we go back there, and internally I'm like, keep it cool. Outwardly, I'm sure I was like, ow. Totally keeping it cool, right? Totally keeping it cool. Right. And they were like, hey, thanks so much. And so we talked to them, and they were like, how are you enjoying the con? We're like, oh man, we love it. It's great. And at one point in time, they were like, oh, well, you guys have to have a glass of wine with us. And we were like, oh, we don't need to do that. And they were like, you don't want to like sit down and have dessert with us? And we were like, no, that's cool. Like, we don't want to invade, we just wanted to say thank you. And they were like, well, you have to have a glass. You have to have a toast with us. And we we're like, cool. So they toasted. They like Nathan Fillion himself opens the bottle, pours up a round of glasses, hands us the glasses, and then they raise a glass to us. And we're like, to you guys are awesome. Thank you. And Jonathan Frakes looks me in the eye and was like, this was really classy. Thank you. And I was like, oh, no problem, number one. It was great. And then Denise Crosby was like, this is my favorite wine. How did you know? And I was like, I mean, I did my homework, obviously. It totally wasn't waiter recommended or anything. The rest of that night, I was screaming, like nonverbal and screaming at the same time. How does that work? I don't know. It just happened. That's what happened. And it was great. It was wonderful. I still have the wine glass.
You should.
And every once in a while I go out and I buy the bottle of wine for fun's sake. It's the Taylor Fladgate 10-year Tawny Port. In case you were wondering what Denise Crosby's favorite kind of wine is, now you know. But that's probably my best memory at any convention, really. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've had some amazing memories at like Jordan Con. Some of my best memories at Jordan Con. But that one, I don't know if anything's ever going to top that. However, universe, I challenge you to top that. Hashtag manifesting.
Definitely manifest. I haven't been to a lot of cons, as we've discussed. But the one con, so I attended VidCon. So if you don't know what a lot of these conventions, the security companies will do, instead of just hiring a bunch of randoms to be security, they'll go to the local military bases and say, hey, we'll pay you to send a bunch of dudes over here to come watch the convention and like be security. So they paid our unit so much money, and we shot down there and did the convention, right? VidCon security.
Hell yeah.
So I was one of the supervisors, so I got to just kind of walk around, make sure everybody was where they were supposed to be. But I'm going backstage and all over the floor, and it was honestly a good time. VidCon, for those of you who don't know, is YouTube, Vine, TikTok, that kind of convention. If they're famous in that area, that's their convention. Probably the only person I recognized that I actually physically saw was Thomas. I can't remember his last name. He was the Vine guy that does
Thomas Sanders.
Story time. Yes, Thomas Sanders. So I got to see him. I stood security at the stage while he was doing his sound check to make sure nobody actually went into the area where the stage was, and then saw him perform that night while I was still working security at the stage.
Hell yeah!
So that was fun. Probably the only guy I recognized. But from that convention, I'm standing stateside. There's a specific pass for the people who can go backstage, right? The actual media individuals, the YouTubers.
Right.
This guy walks up. He's like, hey, I'm going back there to be with whoever was back there at that time. And I went, sorry, you don't have the right pass. Because he didn't. And he looks me dead in the eye. He goes, do you know who I am? And I look him right back in the eye. Nope. No clue. I haven't watched YouTube in years because YouTube wasn't a thing when we were kids. So I've never listened to the YouTubers and stuff like that. More now that I'm doing it myself. But I was like, I have no clue who you are, dude. He's like, well, I have blah, blah, blah followers. And I'm like, I don't care. I can't afford the right pass. Go away. Don't care. And like just the audacity of this guy to think he was that big. Everybody knows who I am. Nope. I have no idea who you are. I don't care.
Did you ever figure out who it was?
I have no clue to this day. Nobody.
Damn it.
I was even asking all my younger kids, all these young Marines I was with, hey, do you know who the heck that was? They're like, I have no. It's like some very niche thing. Nobody knew who this guy was. I'm like, shut up.
Every time someone says, "Do you know who I am?" I have a visceral desire to say, "Nope," even if I know exactly who they are.
Right? Nope, no idea.
Oh God! Don't ever say, "Do you know who I am?" It's bad policy.
Not everybody knows who you are. Yeah, that's the one convention I worked, and that was, like I said, most of those people I had no clue who they were. I was like, oh, cool, you're a famous YouTuber. I don't know who you are. Apparently, there's one YouTuber where she's famous for eating. She sits on her channel and she eats.
It's what?
She's like a thinner um, Asian gal, and she just sits on her channel and eats. That's all she does. Just films her meals. I'm like, and she's famous for this?
Look, if there's one thing that upsets me, it's some of the content that gets famous on YouTube. I will never forget. So, like, I was working a job, right? And this job had me building Cat 6 cables all day. Like, that was it. Just Cat 6 cables. And I had to build, like, I want to say like 250 Cat 6 cables. And it wasn't like, it was like straight up manual. Like, I had to measure 10 feet off the spool, strip the wires, put the tip on, make sure the wires were in the correct order, crimp it down, do the same thing to the other side, crimp it down, test it to make sure it was all done right, and then, put it out. And it took me a couple months of just nothing but crimping and cutting cable, right? And I had YouTube going when I did that. And there was a kid, could not have been out of his teens, like had to have been like 18 or 19. And this dude was like, we're doing car launch videos. We're going to launch this GTR. We're going to launch this Ferrari. And I was just like, I hate everything right now. Why am I in my 30s crimping Cat 6 cables, Ethernet cables? And this kid's like, I'm making $1 million driving exotic sports cars. Screw you, kid. Like, I'm only angry because I'm jealous.
Right.
I fully admit that. But it's okay. It's okay. Because you know what? I'm a happy person. And I continue to be a happy person.
Yes.
So I will say this though, I like our schedule for the rest of the year. I like that we're going to go to Anime Bonsai. I like that we're going to go to FanX. I like that we've got. I mean, I've already got cosplay ideas in mind for that. I'm assuming you probably do too.
Oh, probably.
And yeah, if there's a convention that we missed, let us know so we can check it out and see if that's something we can go to. If you have a really cool story that you want to share concerning one of your FanX or from one of your convention experiences, like leave that in the comments below. We would love to know about that. And we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun going to these conventions. I'm super excited. So make sure you subscribe, so that you can see the content we're going to be making while we're at these conventions, because it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm excited.
I am also excited as well. Thank you.
Once we figure out the Two Geeks website again, we'll start posting our convention.
God, I need to get that fixed. I will get that up. I promise. I had it before. It crashed. So if you go to 2geeks1mic.com, it'll say, I'm sorry, I will get that back up. I promise. Working on a number
pop up on Google Maps, though.
What's that?
You still pop up on Google Maps, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I need to update that, too. But thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Thanks for everybody for watching. Like I said, share your convention experiences with us. We want to hear them. We are excited about attending some of these cons again. We're excited about going back out into the public eye again. If you see us, please come say hi. We will almost always have free swag with us, and we want to give it to you. And we want to make sure that everybody knows that you are a geek. And so, yeah. So, Eamon, do you have anything else for the fine geeks at home?
Yep. Just keep it up. Let us know what conventions you want us to go to. You're going to a convention and you want the geeks to make an appearance.
Hell
Let
yeah.
us know. We will show up or make a valiant effort to show up.
Or make a valiant effort to do so. Yes.
I think we'll also start doing some of the online cons because there are conventions that you can do strictly through Discord or things of that. We might start jumping into those, try to have some fun. So let us know if you have one of those you want us to jump in and start causing mayhem and chaos.
I will say I do want to go to Star Wars Celebration when Nick Gillard is going to be there. Because I did a Jedi training seminar with him one year, and that was super cool. That was so much fun. But anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for watching. We appreciate you and your attendance in this week's dose of geekiness. And wherever you are, we hope you leave here just a little bit geekier than you were when you first started. We hope you're having a fantastic time of day or night. And we hope that continues for you every single day. From all of us here at Two Geeks, One Mic, I have been Josh.
And I have been Avon. And you need to stay geeky.
Stay geeky.